The police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two teen-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
Locking me up for but I got license. Security. I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security. Nah, check me good. I got a in my neck. Check me good. You on the camera?
Or PF. RICO case is being pursued by the Atlanta DA, and Lil Baby and other members are anticipated to be taken into custody within 90 days following the indictment, according to today's news. During the court hearing, Investigative Verito is testifying, and we are listening to wiretapped conversations in which someone said that Lil Baby had tickets on the heads of some dot.
Hey, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unk, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
they were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
That Atlanta DA is playing Lil Baby after playing Young Thug. Snoop Dogg wrote in a tweet, "You rappers from Atlanta, be careful." In line with Dirk's M for Hire case, it was stated that Baby paid to have people dealt with. Scholars described how the city of Atlanta is getting ready to go after Lil Baby.
So there's this journalist, he's out of Atlanta, well-reputed journalist. His name is George Cheedy. Like, he was the person who was very accurate on predicting that YSL was going to get indicted in the RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He's came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council, like the office, they're basically their specialized unit for Georgia's Public Defender's Office. The one the unit that specializes on gang cases says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF case. Now I don't know what OMF is, and that he expects Lil Baby.
But as scholars revealed more information about Marissa's function, Young Thug came to light.
There's someone named Marissa Viverito. This person was a undercover cop. Now, what she testified to and spoke to is related to the Lil Baby 4PF. So 4PF were beefing with these guys called OMF, which is part of this like bigger like gang called like Goodfellas. And those guys, some of them got indicted federally. Remember when Lil Baby shot the music video in that hood? These guys, they shot the music video that Lil Baby was at. Allegedly, some 4PF dudes went to go to retaliate, and then they came back to spin back on Lil Baby, or not Lil Baby, let's just say 4PF. The investigator that was supposed to be undercover is someone named Marissa Viverito. She testified to a few things. Yo, these OMF dudes are beefing with 4PF. We got wiretaps, so this is how you know an indictment definitely.
The news announced a major development. Baby was transported to the county jail to be questioned about the deaths of Lemon Freeman and Jackie Davis. Police asked 4 minutes after the incident. Following that, the police said that Baby is the target of Atlanta police, alleging that his actions resulted in the deaths of 2 youths last summer at a press conference on. According to the Atlanta Police Department, 7 people have been taken into custody in connection with the February 26 deaths of Jackie Davis and Lemon Freeman. The final words of the statement were directed at Lil Baby by the officer, who added, "This team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable." Ralph claimed that during Baby's music video shoot in May of last year,
investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city. and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
In fact, the woman who was on the news for the incident told the operators that Baby was there because he became engrossed in his operations while filming a music video. Accomplished this, she filmed Baby making the music video and posted it to Facebook.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking it. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We don't know how we do it, that slapping taco. Baby, there he go, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how he doing this slapping.
Lil Baby was asked about closing 4PF in an interview, which looked peculiar, but the cops are still blaming her since they think it was her Facebook video that called their attention and made them pull up. Keep 4PF from being labeled as a street squad, Baby also disclosed that he had shut down the label.
4 Pockets Full had to come to an end, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first, you know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
However, Baby's career is over if he is recorded. Fans were critical of Baby because they remarked, "Bro's music is already hanging on by a thread." Scholars say the same is true.
Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug's still just on a vacation. Tell him you need him. You need him for a verse, a song. You probably need him to pop out his loud for you because it would have made it all better. You need this, okay? Please. Yo, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these. It's like, yo, they're hot. Yo, chat, I feel like the Monstars hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the talent out of him. I don't know what I'm hearing.
But fans believe Baby is being singled out since Gunn snitched during the Young Thug trial, which is when we first heard Young Thug talk about Gunna since he was released.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
This caused a tweet to become viral. The whole consequences of her snitching in that YSL trial will make it clear to you why Thug and Baby will never get along with Gunna again. This caused Lil Baby to have a lot more issues since, a month after Gunna's snitch, it was discovered that Baby had been arrested on Monday night for carrying a hidden weapon without a permit. After being brought to the Clark County Detention Center, he was placed under $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. They locking me up for a but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year, I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leave at 9:10. Nah, check me good, I got a in my nuts. Check me good. You on the count? I got a my nuts. Check me good. I got a Alright, y'all let me that caution.
But it's much more than this. Researchers on Stream revealed just 8 months earlier that 4PF was identified on the same RICO documents that YSL was on.
I've heard two of them. Like, I've heard the two of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever, but these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, Matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in it.
To be a precursor to a serious charge against him.
I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county, state watch.
Baby has been preparing his music businesses and finances for any scenario over the past 2 years. Since this answers the question of where he has been. After Young Thug was released, many believed the DA intended to target Lil Baby next because Baby would be imprisoned for possessing illegal window tints after being detained.
Huh? Man, you know why I pull you open up these windows, they tinted. You can't see nothing out.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
It don't matter. They give me my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
Alright, they give me the ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen? 827. You don't be want to have these. You gotta have tickets in Atlanta. These folks crazy. I take a ticket, then somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get that sent.
He had initially received his ticket and left, but another police officer had stopped him down the street, and he ended up in jail. Luckily for Baby, he flew out his lawyer, who bailed him out that same night. With all of these arrests, it seems that Baby is being targeted, which may be connected to Gunna's earlier snitching on Young Thug, who tweeted, just after Thug's release, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," as the nickname Wham refers to Lil Baby. Thug was told by Baby, "We should." The following day, Young Thug responded with a video and another tweet saying, "Gun, quit pretending that we're online pals. You're not someone I know, my buddy. Gunna and his brother were interested in this because Gunna's brother said, 'Trust and believe the feeling is mutual.'" Later that night, Young Thug got in touch with T.I. and told them how he arrived home in style, Sneak Diss and Gunna.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my rap.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
But scholars have noted that the feds anticipated this. Thus, there is a serious issue with the secret feud he is forming with Gunna. Scholars will discuss Young Thug's release and explain that the conditions he is under are a ruse by the court to try to get him back into jail, stating that Thug will fail and wind up serving 20 years in prison. Furthermore, they are aware that they can obtain both of them simultaneously if Lil Baby joins in on the feud.
Some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, He can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.